As thousands of federal employees continue to work without pay, Democrats are busy dreaming up new ways to fund the steady stream of illegal aliens pouring into the country. One America's McKinney explains.
The cost of illegal immigration is growing. That amount continues to rise each day as congressional Democrats refuse to approve $5 billion in funding for a border wall. Instead of voting for a solution to stem the tide of illegal immigration and the strain it places on the nation, Democrats are hard at work providing for those who violate federal immigration law. Of course, this comes courtesy of the American taxpayer and not from the deep pockets of the party's elite. Take, for example, California, a state now under the leadership of Democrat Governor Gavin Newsom, who is wasting no time in moving the political climate further to the left.
But in Washington, there's an administration in Washington that is clearly hostile to California values and California's interests.
Shortly after he was sworn in, Newsom released his budget proposal. It didn't take long for critics to point out the increased levels of spending, much of which will be used to expand health care coverage for illegal immigrants. Clocking in at a whopping $260 million, Newsom aims to expand Medi-Cal coverage to eligible young adults up to 25 years old, regardless of immigration status. However, even that estimate could be low, as the state's Legislative Analyst Office puts the Medi-Cal expansion in the ballpark of around $330 million. According to the proposal, around 138,000 illegal immigrants will be provided full-scope coverage in the first year alone. This includes benefits ranging from emergency services and doctor's visits to dental cleanings, routine eye exams, and everything in between. If approved, the expansion would be required to go into effect no later than July. Now the big question becomes, how will the state pay for this? Governor Newsom, a well-connected member of California's elite, is worth an estimated several $1 million, but of course it will be left to the taxpayer to fund his vision. In fact, Newsom's proposal calls for California to implement a state individual mandate, modeled after Obamacare, where locals will be required to purchase health insurance or pay a penalty. This would revive the very same mandate President Trump and Republicans worked so hard to dismantle at the federal level back in 2017 with the tax cut law.
Got you the biggest tax cut beyond the Ronald Reagan tax cuts. ANWR, getting rid of the individual mandate, the biggest cuts in regulations in the history of our country, and we're going further.
California is already one of the most taxed states in the nation. Ask any resident what they think about having to pay more at the gas pump, or about the state's plan to start taxing text messages, a deeply unpopular proposal which was later scrapped. And yet Democrat elites in the state are holding strong to their sanctuary policies, refusing to cooperate with ICE on deporting illegal immigrants. And as they do, it appears certain they will continue to ask for more money to accommodate those illegally crossing the border, instead of funding a wall to stop it. McKinney, One America News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.